Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 7th Gear Racing for round 3 of Season 7. Today we are here at the Paul Ricard circuit in France, and tonight I have a partner in crime. Welcome back, Lions, how are you?
I am brilliant. Can't wait to get back into the commentating. It's been a while. We're brilliant track here and Paul Ricard, brilliant racers here tonight. Bit of a short grid, but no shortness of talent here with the drivers among us. Can't wait for a nice, exciting race around Le Castellet here.
Hang on, Lions, you need to retire.
Why? What?
You're a driver, not a
What?
spectator.
Oh no! What? But I don't have the option to retire. I do not have the option to retire.
Oh,
For me, I have my spectator menu.
where are you? Are you
I'm
in spectator
spectating.
menu? Take control of your car and then retire.
Like, I could spectate myself. I can't take control. Right, okay. I'll leave and I'll join back.
Oh dear me.
Technical difficulties.
It's all
How
going off tonight.
how did that happen? I
Oh,
I was looking at that myself while I was talking there. I was wondering, it's like, surely that can't be right. Surely something's wrong there. And I noticed I was piloting the Red Bull there shortly.
dear me. It's one thing after another with this game, isn't it? It's just something's always happening.
Let's hope 2022 will be better after the trailer just dropped. Looks promising. We'll see. You can never tell with Cody's.
Right.
Right, I am back. I apparently still am a Red Bull driver, but I cannot take control of the car.
Oh, Caleb Masters, you lovely people. You know, and next year you want us to pay 70 quid for this?
Yeah, 70 quid for just an EA endorsed broken game, so it's even fancier.
Yeah. Dear me. Dear. Dear me. I almost run out of words to describe how superb the quality is.
It's next, of course.
Jake says, if you want to race, you can, but you'll score Ferrari points, not Red Bull.
I don't think I can race, to be honest. I can't take control of the car, so. Like the car, I'm currently spectating myself in the pits. I can see my name and my flag over the pits, but I can't take control of the car. I
Lovely
don't.
stuff.
I was spectating from the. I hit the spectate option, but no. Cody's just pulling another quick one.
Yep.
Now who do we have out on laps? Kieran coming out of the pits. My apparent teammate Owen is going around for a fast lap now in his Red Bull.
Yep. Well, I guess at least if you can't race, you can commentate on yourself.
I can come. Yeah, you might get. I
I
can give you the onboard. I can give you the nitty gritty. You've seen like the paddock camera and all that, but I can be able to give you the grid camera. Well, I'll be able to commentate on the drivers that I'll be racing against.
Yeah, you can judge how your AI is doing. As Vegeta across the line, and he does a 129.2. Back to the racing, or the qualifying,
Qualifying.
I should say. Is that Zeno gonna? No, he's starting a lap. Who else? Is that a Red Bull? Yep, it's Owen. Bit squirrely there. What kind of time can he set? 129.6. So this year's pole record is a 128.2, which was set by Kieran. So a lot of time to come off that.
We're a bit behind the pace today, but it's just like the open and the start of qualifying, so a lot of time to be found out there, especially in that open sector. A lot of corners to chain together before that massive DRS straight.
Yeah.
Fusion Gamer out on a lap, but he seems to invalidate in the first sector there.
Yep. I think Rain is quite close to a lap. Oh, he's invalidated. Who is next? Is that an AlphaTauri I see? It is. It's Kieran, but he's on the outlap. Looks like a McLaren next. Yep, Fusion. He's done the Haas of Fitz. He's invalidated again. Aston Martin. Zeno. Yep, he's done right. Welcome back, Zeno. I'm sure our regular viewers will remember Zeno. He's changed his name to It Is Zeno now, rather than just Zeno. What kind of lap can he do? 30.3. His teammate Pro Gamer over half second quicker. As Adam does a 1:43, so he's definitely made a mistake somewhere. Who's next? Looks like is Fusion. Oh no, he's invalidated again. So I think we're all on a cooldown at the moment, aren't we?
Come on, boys. Give us something to commentate over. Please give us the comment.
Let's have a look at Kieran, shall we? He should be the next one in his AlphaTauri.
Pushing the limits of track limits there, very close to that chicane exit. This corner for me, this is always a tough one to nail. These set of two corners here. It's that awkward like mid-corner braking zone, very tough, especially on that second corner. Can lose a lot of grip coming out, but Kieran has seemed to master it as he does most tracks.
Yeah, he's a two-time champion for a reason. Of course, this last year's champion Arthur not with us tonight, unfortunately. 2 races in a row he's now missed, which of course now opens the door up. As Kieran is a 1:29.1. Yeah, still a second off this game's pole time, so there's a lot of time still to be had. But yeah, you'd have to say if he can put a lap together, it's definitely Rain's race for the taking tonight. He currently leads the championship on 44 points over Elite Risk, who doesn't race tonight. So yeah, Rain's got a 24-point gap over Owen. So Rain will be looking to extend that lead tonight.
Looks like we have Fiorucci out on a hot lap. He's the only runner today on a medium tire. It's very interesting strategy now for France.
Yep.
Joe, I've always wondered, I don't think Cody's would be smart enough to implement it into the game, but you know in real life, on Paul Ricard, those strips that you see on the outside of the track, they actually degrade the tires. They're like an alternate of a gravel trap. I've never tested it, but have they worked it into the game, or...?
No, they don't slow you down at all.
Oh, okay.
Only thing they do is invalidate your lap.
Ah. Oh, I think she's invalidated there just as we speak the devil.
Before you say that, it's Fiorucci. He's told me
Lucy.
It's Fiorucci, not Fiorucci. Fiorucci. So make sure you say Fiorucci, otherwise it's
Lucy, okay. It's putting a bit of a twang on his name, a bit of an Italian twang, you know, make it sound a bit more exotic for him.
Yeah. Right then. Excuse me. Vegeta about to start his second final lap of the session. Let's run on board, shall we? It's quite close to validating. Probably a bit too wide there going through turn 2.
Really getting
only 15 corners. Yep, only 15 corners, France. 2 DRS zones. This is the trickiest part of the section. You've got to go down to second gear. This the trickiest corner on the circuit. Especially if you've got no traction, you can't just plant that throttle down. You've got to be very careful and then just let it go. And hope you don't spin on that left-hander. That's it. See what kind of top speed you can get. Over 200 miles an hour. 201 in the end. Yep, goes, drop down to the third, gets that extra traction. On to the second straight. Ooh,
really
very close to invalidating, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, bit of a loss of grip there. I think that's the lap. I don't think he can improve on that. We'll see. Yeah, no, he's calling it.
He's aborted. That's a shame. Right, next then, I believe, is Owen. down in the 4th gear, which is quite surprising for qualifying. Usually killers are going in 5th gear around that corner, around quali. But of course he's tier 1, I'm tier 3, so what do I know?
Should be coaching him, should be giving him all the tips and tricks.
Yeah. Okay, can Owen improve? He does a 120, it's going to be a 128, is it? No, 120, so he improves by 3 tenths, but a 29.2. So I wonder if the lap record was definitely 28.2, wasn't it? Unless it was a 29.2. Because
The stat sheets here do say Kieran would have won 28.2, but I don't know. I mean, it might have just been a mistype, but who knows? I mean, it's hard to tell. You know, Kieran, brilliant pace, but consistency sometimes an issue. We've seen him drop off last season a bit, but you know, it could have been an absolute stellar lap that got him that 128.2, or it could have just been a mistype. But if it was a mistype, then we have Kieran breaking his own record with a 129.1.
Yeah. I mean, Kieran is the record lap holder, so it's rare that you're 9 tenths off your own time. Oh, Aurelian's aborted. What about Jake? Jake's aborted. Fusion. Is the next one? And it's now for Tarry. I can see going around his trait. Ooh, it's gone for the mediums.
Just wait till I go out for my lap.
Favourite Rain. Let's go on board with Rain, shall we? Let's see how much he attacks these corners. Oh no, he gets away with it. Cut a corner, but got away with it there, didn't he?
Barely. I think he just had a centimetre of rubber just left on the track.
Oh look, he's getting a slipstream as well, the lucky bugger. Maybe I saw that little wiggle, Rain. I saw you wiggle. Oh, Vegeta. Oh, he just about dived out the way in time.
Great awareness for Vegeta.
Holy sugar lumps. Sorry, I've just seen the football scores and Villarreal beating Liverpool 2-0. That is amazing.
Oh, I had a lot of Liverpool friends. I was wondering why they're quiet in the group chat at the moment. Just very curious.
I've cursed it now. I imagine Liverpool will come back and win.
You've cursed Rain as well, just as he lost his grip. He was on for a stellar lap, he just couldn't hang on to the car on the exit of that corner there.
Oh, sorry, Rain. Oh, Trey invalidated as well. Right, who else is out? Is Pro Gamer? No, he's invalidated. Zeno, he's just started. What about Fitz? Looks like he's up. Coming to the end of the lap. I tell you, if Villarreal knock out Liverpool, that would be so much fun.
I love it. I don't watch football, but just because all my mates are Liverpool fans, I'll absolutely love it.
Back to the F1 then. Here comes Fitz back in Tier 1 for the first time this season. Let's see what kind of lap he can put up. Will he get in the 29s? No, a low 30s, 30.2 season, go into 6th place. Decent lap there from Fitz. What about Adam then? No, he's invalidated. Poe, down there in 13th. A Tier 3 driver, of course. Of course, we haven't mentioned track limits yet, have we? It's a very easy track to invalidate your lap. Not from corner cutting, but just from sheer running wide and kind of track extension rather than... Oh, and there you go. Sir Poe, you know, sets an example there.
It's a double-edged sword, really, because I'd consider France probably the most forgiving track on the calendar, just with little to no gravel pits or gravel traps. So yeah, you're feeling a bit more brave on the corners, but then you can just find the limits and go over the lines too easy, especially with how flat the track is as well. There's probably very little to no elevation changes, except for the start of Sector 3 there. So it's a very easy track to run, but you can also run into those track limits very easily.
Yeah, like I said, it is a very flat track. Not a popular one in real life, but in the virtual world, it's usually a decent Grand Prix. Right, Vegeta, can he go faster? He does! He does a 29.0. Provisional pole then for Vegeta in his McLaren. Great lap there. Pretty much only just over 4 minutes to go. We've got Fitz and Adam, the only ones out on track. But neither look like they're setting the time boards alight. But we'll stay with Adam for now. He's on his second lap on these tyres. Obviously invalidating the first lap.
Ooh, almost looking like invalidated there, almost.
I tell you, there's a lot of people getting very lucky around that corner, aren't
Very
they?
cheeky with the curves. Really putting the track limits to the test.
definitely. Top speed for Adam. What does he get up to? Oh, 200. So he's 1 mile an hour down on whoever it was I was checking on before. It wasn't Rain. It was someone else before Rain. But,
I believe it was
yeah, so 1
Vegeta,
mile
if I'm
an
not
hour.
mistaken.
Possibly.
Or it could have been Rain. Yeah, it was Rain because I think it was just before Vegeta dived out of the way from him.
Possibly. Right then, what can Adam do? Currently sitting down at 130.7. 3 people yet to set a lap time. That is Trey, Rain, and of course yourself.
Yeah, no, I can't seem to get the car moving out of the garage. It's she's a bit rusty, so she is. So I'll get out eventually, hopefully.
Yeah. Right then, round the final corner. Looks pretty clean from Adam. Sets across the line. Is that going to be a 29? No, he 30, he does improve, but a 30.4. So 1.5 seconds off the pace, which is quite unusual for Adam. Maybe not a favourite track of his. Right then, look at that. Everyone on their outlaps, getting ready for their last run. I believe Vegeta's now done his 3 runs. So I would be surprised if Vegeta came out again. Well, there's only 2 minutes left of the session, so I very much doubt anyone else comes out. So we'll have to watch these with everyone out on the track. We're gonna have to keep an eye on what everyone is doing. I believe Rain is the first one to start a lap. So will he? What kind of gauntlet will he put down, or will he bottle it and will he invalidate his lap? Right on board with him again. Again, that cost twice. Very lucky twice.
Cody's really giving them the benefit of the doubt on those 2 there.
Yeah. Right, and how committed will he be into turn 8 and 9? Pretty committed, I would say.
I'm holding my breath here with these track limits.
Yeah. Here comes everyone's favourite 10, 11 and 12. Nice and flat out through here. And how late does he brake going into here? Pretty late. Goes down into 4th, just like Owen did. No, and then back up to 5th. There you go. I was right. 5th. Ooh, looks like a bit of a wide entry for that one, but... Oh no!
There it goes.
I tell you what, that is one thing I don't like about this game. The fact that you have a little wiggle like that, and it invalidates your lap, and Rain is being kind enough to finish the lap. See what kind of lap he could have set. It looks bloody quick.
It's like bullseye, and this is what you could have won, and would have been
128.2. I told you it was a 28 track, as Owen does a 129.2. So he improves, but stays in 3rd. Who's next across the line? It looks like an Alpha Tauri. It will be... no, it's not Kieran, it's Trey. What can Trey do? His first lap, he's been quite quick so far. 6th. Who's next? Is it Pro Gamer? Oh, it's the Pro Gamer. What can he do? 4th. Stays 4th. It's the other Alpha Tauri, so that'll be Kieran. Oh, doesn't look like he's up, but he stays in 2nd. Next is Aurelian in his Alpine. Can he set the times alight? Can he get close to Vegeta? No, he cannot. 29.8, and I believe that, as they say, is that. Unless Fitz can pull something special out of the bag. And note he invalidates.
Fortunately, I didn't get myself out for a lap, so...
You didn't, but I'll tell you what, look at that. The record books will show that you have out-qualified Rain.
I'm taking a picture of it. I'm taking a picture.
But potentially the fastest guy on pace in 7GR, and you've out-qualified him.
Rain, if you're watching, I can coach you if you want. You can sit in a few times. You open lobby.
I think you should just retire. I don't think that.
But this is the last session commentating and driving.
No, not you. Rain's retiring. Rain's got to retire from the embarrassment of being out-qualified by a tier 3 driver.
I drive in tier 3 just to keep my immaculate skill under wraps.
I see.
So see what happens here now. Will Cody throw me onto the grid, or...
Right, so now we pray that the game Works. So then, you're back. Take us through the qualifying.
So, your P1 driver for today is Vegeta. P2, Gideon slightly behind Vegeta, just over a tenth behind. And P3, my apparent teammate Owen. P4, Pro Gamer. P5, Arulian. P6, Jake. P7, Trey. P8, Fusion Gamer. P9, Fitz. P10, Zeno. P11, Fine Defender. P12, Adam. P13, Fear Lucy. P14, Poe. P15, yours truly. P16, Rain.
Yeah, do you know what? We've seen quite a few times where Reina started at the back, and he's done a few kind of last question mark challenges, and I mean Portugal sticks out in mind where he went from last to 8th. I think Imola as well. I think maybe last week he went from last to about 8th or 9th or 10th in the first lap. So it's
He's never ruled out. He's never ruled out until the DNF. As long as his car is running, he's always in for the win.
I think this could be where the lobby has definitely gone awry, because I can't even. Oh, I can't.
I
no,
was just thinking to myself, I don't have any option to advance or anything like that.
No, it means the game's probably done.
Thank you, Cody's.
It means the game's probably going to have to be reset. Actually, no, it's not. I can join off someone else's name rather than reset the stream. Otherwise, we'll just lose all that work. But yeah, I think the lobby's done.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to... No real option for you there. I think I'll just have to restart my game.
Yeah.
Oh, Cody's never... Well, I was going to say never change, but please to God change. Oh, wait. No, I've got a timer now. It says ends.
Oh, hello. Hello. Something's happened.
Brilliant. I think our prayer to Cody's was actually heard for once.
Yeah. Let's see if it actually goes to the race then. See how many people are actually in the lobby.
I think the game was just flipping a coin whether to put me in the commentator box or on the grid.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe now you can take control of the
car. And I will probably pit retire just so I do not have to get in the way of these tier 1 boys. Now I'm getting a suspiciously long loading screen, so that's always fun.
Loading now. Will it load up though? It's been here a while.
Please, Cody's. Please.
Yeah. Jake's first lobby.
Oh, brilliant. Never a dual race with the Cody's. Challenge.
Right, guys. While we're sent out lobby, I'll just put in the holding screen just so we can not bore you to death. So we'll be back in 2 minutes. Here we go then, guys. Take 2.
Did they set the
no
grid?
formation? Yep, the grid has been set. There's no formation lap. The top 10 should all be starting on softs. Weather will be clear as it intended, so hopefully no more shenanigans, and we'll be in for a race.
We will get a race eventually, hopefully.
We will.
Sometime today, this evening.
But if you are watching, thank you very much for bearing with us. It seems that every time there's a cycle in the game, things seem to go all a bit peaceful. So if you're bearing with us, whether you're watching us live on Twitch or you're watching the replay on YouTube, we appreciate you sticking with us.
Make our own 70-hour commercial break every time we have some technical difficulty.
Oof.
So cross my fingers now until I get an actual grid and everything like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
What's going on here?
Please.
This is taking far too long.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Game, please hurry up. I do have to eat dinner eventually tonight, so Codemaster, hurry on, that would be absolutely brilliant.
I think they haven't readied up. I think that's on the screen, so I think we're okay.
Perfect. Hopefully.
Jake says we're already up at 21:50, so I think that will be that. There we go. We've readied up. The countdown is away, and the red lights will be going out straight. So
I'll keep my mouth shut, let you say no talking, no formation.
Right then, guys. We are down to 1 second, 0 seconds. So we now await the red lights. Boom. Come on. Here we go then. 3, 4, 5. There's no sound, but we are lights out and away we go. Looks like a decent start for most people. A few people were just who's going to get the lead into turn 1. It looks like it's Kieran, followed closely by Vegeta. Oh, one of Vegeta's. Oh no! We've always carnage, carnage everywhere. Oh no! Vegeta, the big loser. Trey as well. Aurelian and Fitz. All major damage there. Oh, look at Rain.
Rain up 11 places already.
Oh, I told you, didn't I? From the last
He
question
doesn't wait around regardless of the situation. Man has no time to waste. He has places to beat it. people to
Last
see.
of, what's that? Last of fourth in four corners?
Not even.
That could be a world record, I reckon. Where's Guinness? Where's Guinness when you need him? Anyway, look, Owen's down there as well. He's gone down 6 places. So it'll be interesting to see how many people actually have to pit at the end of his first lap, because we saw carnage.
That was kind of pile up.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Tier 1 clips after this, because that was... it looks
That's
like
going
Vegeta
to
and
be a nice
Kieran...
little story. That's going to be a feature-length film later, all those clips.
Yeah, and you can see already, look at that. Kieran and Pro Gamer have already... Obviously, the VSC is out, so they're obviously going to that controlled speed, but through all that melee, it's about 3 seconds a gap. Well, 2.5. I don't know what kind of time the Fusion Gamer's got, but it looks like it's going to be around the 2.5 second mark, the gap between the top two. The question will, of course, be how quick... Oh, as Fusion Gamer is going to go into the pits. And Jake, and Lucy, Zeno, they're all going in the pits. Owen, Poe, Adam, Trey, Jesus Christ.
And we have Rain. Rain has free air to chase Pro Gamer and Kieran.
He does indeed. Look at that. Jesus. That's like 9 drivers in the pits on lap 1. Now that was definitely carnage. As we focus back in on racing, it is Kieran who does have the lead, as lap 2 is underway. Pro Gamer close behind. Now the gap to Rain is 3 seconds. How quick will that gap come down? I'll just switch to tyres now. Where
He's
are
on
we?
the hards, so I don't
he's
think
on
the
the
gap will come down as
hards.
quick as we can imagine. I think Rain was prepared for a bit of a slugfest. He was expecting to jump up, 11, 12
Yeah.
places after 2 corners.
I have to admit, I know it looks like look at that, from Fusion in 7th all the way down to 15th, all on the medium tyres. Owen losing out massively because obviously he had to do the double step behind Jake. Everyone else seemed to be okay. Vegeta, of course, the main kind of antagonist in that spin, up there in 5th position, didn't need to pit. But yeah, but look at that, the gap. The soft tyres obviously proving the best tyre to be on right now. As I say every week, and I'm sure people are bored of hearing it, the hard tyre is very, very hard to get up to speed, as, look at that. So, Rain almost a second off in terms of pace. But expect that to come down once those hards are warm enough to Rain to push. Because right now, you can't push 100%, otherwise you'll be spinning around.
Of course not, no, especially with the way the corners are built here and the way the track is built generally. With those really high curbs, you're going to have a lot of loose grip coming out of the corners, so especially with those cold hards, you can't afford to push it too much.
Fine defender then goes in the pits a lap later than everyone else. So I was going to say Pro Gamer had a chance to overtake Kieran, but he made a mistake coming out of turn 6 and 7, so he wasn't quite close enough to have a go at Kieran this time around. The DRS is powerful here. As look, even the slipstream is powerful. Look, he's gained 3 tenths just on that one straight alone, going into tier 10. Ooh, it's getting very dicey there.
Pro Gamer's not waiting around. He's not waiting for any straight to DRS. He's taking every opportunity to try to squeeze by Kieran. Kieran just hanging in there.
Yep, hopefully we'll see the old... Oh, and Pro Gamer goes! Oh!
Oh no!
I cursed him even before trying to finish the sentence.
And Rain is back up into another position.
There you go, last a second in under 3 laps. So there you go, Kieran can now control his own pace. He's got 5 seconds now on Rain. So maybe, was this the wrong tyre for Rain to be on? Because, you know, with Kieran out by himself, it wouldn't surprise me to see him try to go to like lap 11, lap 12, and then put those mediums on to the end of the race, because these softs only supposed to last about 8 laps, I think. And then the lap time, you know, goes off a cliff. But if Kieran's able to control his own pace and look after them, then you never know what kind of strategy he could pull off here.
Yeah, the tyres can wear down very quickly, especially in that third sector with those long sweeping corners. They've just scrubbed the tyres right off. But I think if Kieran can hang on with the softeners behind him, or if Rain, excuse me, if he can hang on with the softeners behind him, he might be in for a. Obviously, it's Rain. He's going to be competing for the win anyway. But so his original strategy might have hit him in the ass here now, just thinking that he would have stayed at the back. But I don't know. He's going to be in a tough spot right now because we can see Pro Gamer already catching up despite his spin.
Yeah. So Fusion Gamer about to come under attack from Fear Lucy and Jake. Is Fear Lucy close enough? Yep, he goes for the inside line and easy enough overtake there. Will Fusion fight back at all? Not quite. He runs wide. That's a bit of a laggy jump there. Hopefully the car's all right. It looks like
they're going too wide into the turn. Should have plenty of space.
Straight line speed. Oh, Fusion. Oh, and he hasn't lost it. Oh, he has lost the wheel.
He has lost it. Yeah,
his rear wheel. Oh dear, there you go. And that could be your first safety car. Unlucky for Fusion there. Early in the race, heavy fuel around the turn 10, trying to go flat out isn't always advisable. But no safety car just yet.
I haven't seen that before. I've never seen a loss of grip around that corner. It's like so late after the exit. It's a real strange one there for a Fusion Gamer.
Definitely. Yeah. Right, so who's next? So it looks like Aurelian is about to have a go at Vegeta. He's only 4 turns behind this time. Will he have a go?
Looking like he's on the slingshot right by him at this rate. Oh, he's going to have enough track.
It's going to be a late one, but he does. Look at that. So there you go, 4 tenths is the target. You need to be about 4 tenths behind to get behind. And even then it was a little bit close, but will Vegeta? Will he ever go back? Nope, hasn't quite got the straight line speed to come back to him. What about Fear Lucian? He looks like he's going to come under attack from Jake, but I think Jake's a bit too far behind. Yes, he is. So who's next? Xeno's fine, defended by himself. Poe. Oh, Poe coming under attack from Trey. But Trey thinks against it for now, and the other 3 guys are all pretty much a second apart. So then, Kieran by himself. Looks like season 4 and 5 Kieran is with us today. Welcome back, season 4 and 5 Kieran.
Really seems to be on his own drive today with that gap to Rain.
It'll definitely be interesting to see the strategies fold out here. So have a quick look at the fastest laps. See, look, even the fastest lap right now, Rain on his fastest lap is still 8 tenths off.
Vegeta just caught Aurelian on a quick mistake before the first start there. Aurelian ran a bit wide. Vegeta was able to squeeze through, but I think Aurelian has the DRS, so he might be able to slip by him just before the corner. Is he gonna have the track for it? Don't think so.
He's coming, but I think he's gonna run out of space. He does. But it looks like Aurelian did have decent straight line speed last lap, so he might be able to have another go coming out of here. Nope, looks like Vegeta is safe going into turn 10. Jake and Fear Lucy going at it again. Jake has a sniff. Nope, he thinks against it this time. About anyone else? Trey and Fine Defender. Will Trey have a look?
It's going to be a squeeze.
He does. Oh, he does. Nice move there from Trey. I know you haven't seen Trey this season, but Trey's been a driver to want to look out for. He's certainly got the pace to be at the top runners.
It was a clean move to pull off against Fine Defender, so should be an exciting watch. Speaking of which, I think Defender's looking to get that position back. He squeezed the inside.
We're going side by side with Adam and Poe there, the rivals from Tier 2 a couple of years ago. Great racing from these two. Poe
can pull it
around the outside. There you go, there's your answer there's the answer for the stripes slowing you down.
Yeah, I don't think...
Poe's going into the pits. He must have got damage. That's a shame for Poe. He didn't seem to be losing any downforce, considering how fast he was going. But,
unless he just managed to clip him. I didn't see any collision or anything like that, unless...
No. Well,
no, he's just going
to sauce. He obviously wants to get a quick time in. But Aurelian Again, not quite close enough. Going into turn 8.
I think Lucy might have Jake here. I think Jake knows that he was trying to break the toe a bit.
Well, I think Lucy must have made a mistake because it was Lucy that was ahead, and Lucy retakes that 6th position. Jake's going to have to
He's
do all
on the
that
back
all
of his
over
heels.
again.
Right on
He
him.
is indeed. Both only Jacob deploying the ERS actually, so Fear Lucy's obviously quite happy to give that place up for now. As Jake retakes P6. These guys need a safety car because they're 23 seconds off the next car ahead, which is Aurelian. Oh, and that's what's happened there? Oh, Pro Game is in the pits and he's gone for the hard tyres. Ooh, that is an interesting strategy, I have to say. I thought those guys, obviously we know Pro Gamer had that spin, so we don't know what kind of condition his tyres were in. But I still think that Kieran, Vegeta and Aurelian will look to go to lap 12 and then put the mediums on. But I guess we will see.
I think we might be seeing the soft tires starting to drop off a bit because that gap between Rain and Kieran was just over 6 seconds and it's now dropped to 5.7. So I think Rain might be starting to catch Kieran a bit. Or it could be going back up. I think Kieran might have just had a bad sector, but who knows.
I was going to say, Vegeta just made a mistake there going into turn 8 and 9. Allowed Aurelian to get a lot closer, but he's managed to keep that 3rd position for now. Jake and Fear Lucy, and Poe, is he in the pits? Yeah, he's retired in the pits. No safety car then, and Fear Lucy and Jake. Fear Lucy's back up into P6.
Jake doesn't get the exit that he wants to get back after Fear Lucy, so I don't think he's going to have the Tron DRS. No, not quite.
I tell you, when I hear Jake commentate, he's often quite saying about people saving the ERS. Jake certainly isn't doing that tonight. He's got 30% compared to Fear.
Yeah, he's really trying to burn it to stay ahead, or just try to combat Lucy. It doesn't seem to be working out for him now.
He's definitely trying. He's definitely trying on this hardest of the two. Look at that, they're on the hards. They're all pitting. So my prediction is wrong, and they're all coming in for hard tyres. So those softs must have really gone off.
Very strange strategy, yeah.
Yeah, but there we go. What do I know? And now it's up to Rain to build a gap. So if he wants 8 laps on those tyres, he's now got 10 laps to go until lap 19. He's got to put 10 qualifying laps in now to get on those softs, because we know those softs are going to be at least a second to probably 2. Well, do you know, at that point in the race, those softs are probably going to be about 2 seconds a lap quicker, especially with Rain at the wheel.
Especially, I think it might. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out this hard strategy. Pretty strange one. I don't think I've seen the soft to hard strategy on France before, but could work out. Obviously, it's going to work out for Rain. We know the pace that Rain has was starting to catch Kieran there before Kieran came in. So
yep. Having pitted, Vegeta and Aurelian have joined the Jake and Fear Lucy battle. As these cars are going side by side into these corners. Aurelian and Vegeta now back up into P4 and P5, which is pretty impressive, to be fair, on those new hard tyres. Everyone else still on those mediums.
A bit of a slip from Aurelian in the corner, Fear Lucy right in the back looking for the gap on the outside but can't quite find it.
Yeah. As, it looks like we've got the trio of Fine Defender, Owen and Trey going very close at the moment. Owen looking to get back up the order. Here he goes. He's got DRS. He goes around the outside of Tier 1. Will he go? Will he get it? He does. Nice move there from Owen up into P9. But of course that could be short-lived depending on how we get to the next corner.
DRS should play an interesting factor here now with this train of Vegeta, Aurelian, Lucy and Jake.
Yep, just tune back in. Aurelian 5 tenths behind. So is that enough?
Seeing these fish on the DRS.
Not quite enough, is it? I think this is what happened last time we were here. I think you need to be about, unless you've got a lot of straight line speed, I think you need to be at least 3 to 4 tenths behind, because you saw there Aurelian was half a second behind, and even with DRS, he wasn't able to overtake Vegeta.
No, I think that was a bit passive from him. He did have 60% in the tank on the ERS, so
yeah.
Could he have gone on it? I don't know, but maybe he was fearing that Vegeta could have came back at him on that turn 11 just after the chicane.
Yeah, but the never-ending battle between Jake and Fearlucci continues. Jake currently holding that P6 right now. If you're a betting man, Leon, who would you think is going to be the victor of this duel?
Now, Jake, don't hate me. I'd put my money on Lucy in this battle, to be honest. But Jake is showing some. He's been very competitive with Lucy. But if I had to pick one, I think I'd have to go with Lucy. Just as I say that, Jake loses a big grip on the corner exit, and the gap builds a bit.
Yeah, very hard to go side by side into turn 1 and 2. To be fair, around here, with the looping nature of those corners. But Jake now 7 tenths behind, so I doubt he'll be able to get anywhere near the back of Fearlucci.
Really looking for it again, but I don't think. Yeah, I think he knows he's too far back. He switches off the ERS.
Yep. So gap at the front, 17 seconds. So not quite what Rain needs, but either way, you know, started 15th, up into first, and I think he will take that all day long. To be fair.
Just watching a quick battle there between Fine Defender and Trey, and just as they were going into the chicane after the first straight, slight bit of contact. I'm not sure if Trey picked up some damage on his front wing, but very close. It was a good move by Fine Defender, seeing off the outside, but Fine Defender and Trey really going at it back there.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, and Fine Defender pets as well in his 8-lap old mediums.
Ian probably got damage. Is he changing his nose?
Doesn't look like it, no. Just switching to the hards.
That's odd decision, I have to say. But there you go. It happened.
Aurelian now just under 4 tenths of Vegeta. He wants it now. He had over 80% of the ERS.
This will be it. He's got that time. There you go. Up the inside he goes. Up into P4. Vegeta doesn't fight it too much. He knows that he'll be able to get it back next lap.
Oh, a bit of a wiggle from Jake on the exit of the chicane. Picks up a 3 second time penalty.
What? Shut up, Alexa. What are you doing? What are you talking for? That was weird. Right, back to... Where was I? Yeah, Jake and Fearlucci. You got Aurelian and a Vegeta, and you got Fearlucci and Jake. 4 drivers. 2... Definitely stuck together. And we've got Zeno now being chased down by Owen. And everyone else seems to have spread out a little bit. But the gap at the front staying at that 17.4. It seems to be been on that for a while now. So it seems at the similar pace on these hard tyres.
Gonna say, Rain really finding the getting the most grip out of those hards as he can. I think it's gonna take Kieran a while to work on the heat to get work the heat into those hards to start catching them. But looking at everything's coming all up Rain at this moment. So I mean, it's a good drive. It's a very opportunist drive from him, considering the first accident he jumped up 11 positions in 2 corners. So I mean, if the opportunity's there, why not take it? He's really making the most of the situation.
Yep, and I think, well, your Liverpool fans are going to be happy because they're winning 3-2.
Oh, that's a turn of events we've ever seen.
Oh
We have
well.
Zeno right on the back of Owen now. Just I don't think. Yeah, he's not going to go for it into turn 11, but he's just under 3/10. Another battle we have developing there.
Yeah. Yep. So Owen up into P8 then. Slowly climbing back up that field. So a quick look at the winners and losers so far for today. So obviously the big winner, Rain up there, up 14 positions. We've got Fear Lucy, who's gone up 7 places. That's about it really. Obviously Vegeta's lost 4 places. The only real big winners were, Rain and Fear Lucy. Everyone else pretty much as you were. But there you go, the gap now is starting at 17.8 now. So the gap extending a little bit. But it looks like... go on.
Go on. Scott.
I was about to say, it doesn't look like Vegeta... It hasn't been... Since Aurelian's got past, Vegeta hasn't been able to get quite close to him down the straight. So, looks like Aurelian has his number, for now anyway. Same with Fear Lucy and Jake. Jake was obviously all over the back of Fear. It seemed that Jake was the quicker driver. But Fear Lucy seems to have been able to keep Jake behind for now.
I was going to say, what do you reckon is the strategy for these medium boys? Think they're going to push it to, say, lap 20 and then get on the softs?
Well, I mean, if the softs were going off on lap 7, lap 8, then, these medium tyres will be going off right now. The window is likely now open for a second set of mediums, unless they want to push it another 4 and do...
yes, just Lucci going into the pits now.
Oh, and there you go.
Runner.
As I say that, you got Fear Lucy and Jake both diving into the pits.
Owen as well. Zeno,
yeah.
Out. Trey also turned out.
It doesn't look like a safety car is likely tonight. So here we go. Jake, yep, another set of mediums. Fear Lucy hasn't gone into his pit box yet, and it's a set of hards. Ooh, that is interesting.
Very strange, yeah.
Well, it's something that I quite enjoy seeing. Different strategy, different takes on strategy. Obviously, Fear Lucy may not have been a fan of those mediums, but I think that he's got a bit of time on Jake as well. Look, he's 1.3 ahead now.
He just put up he has a time penalty on now, so the time's even between Lucy and Jake. But
yep.
Jake, that might go against Lucy now. He did have the pace advantage, but Jake with the more grippy or medium tyres might be able to close that gap now.
Yep. So the field's spreading out a little bit now. Obviously, the closest battle on track is Aurelian and Vegeta for that P4. These guys all P2, 3, 4 and 5 all going to the end now, you imagine. Unless there's any shenanigans, of course. Top guy Rain hasn't pitted yet. He will be in shortly. The gap still 17.5 seconds. Hasn't really moved, has it? It's still there, 17.5.
Yeah, it's not really budging for him, but I don't know. It's fluctuating a bit, but I think that's just some of the grip on the corners with those old hard tires now.
Yep. Now the question is, can Jake get back in the DRS of Fear Lucy as he makes a mistake coming into there? So he's lost a bit of time. But Jake's tyres should be faster than Lucy, so you feel that Jake would be able to get back up there. As Lucy, oh, look at that, he's going to go for 11 laps on the softs. A very bold move from Zeno. This is what I thought the guys would do at the start of the race. So yeah, definite gamble there. He's going for the short-term gain. I think he'll be alright, he won't get a puncher. But,
he's going to be slipping and sliding on the last 3 laps or so, but it's dangerous out.
Yeah, those tyres certainly won't be his friends. Let's have a quick look at the fuel loads. As I just saw, Fine Defender on a yellow fuel tank, so only Fine Defender looks like he is in danger of any kind of fuel loss. Back up the front then. Rain having a little leisurely drive on a Tuesday night up there in France.
Go for a spin.
By himself. to be fair to Rain, he's been able to concentrate and focus on his own race. Hasn't put a foot wrong yet so far. Oh god, I've jinxed it now, haven't I?
I was going to say that gas is starting to drop just as you were talking about it.
You can see from the sector times, I don't know if anyone else saw that, but he was less than half a tenth off his original Sector 1 time. So the tyres are still there. So I predicted about lap 19, didn't I, of him to come in.
I was going to say, surely it's lap 19, 20 and then go for the softs for Rain. Of course, it has to be.
Yeah, and then he'll have about 6 seconds to catch up Kieran, which I think will be very, very plausible. Because I think, as I said earlier, I think there'll be an easy 2-second delta between the tyres at this stage of the race. As Owen does a 32.6, I imagine that'll be smashed once Rain gets those tyres on. But Fear Lucy, interestingly, has got the DRS on Fitz. Fitz, who hasn't pitted yet. I don't know. He hasn't pitted again, so he's been on those tyres now. 15 laps. Oh, and Jake's. Oh no, and Jake's, I think, being caught out by the speed. As Jake looks like he's pulled over to get out of Lucy's way.
I think Lucy might have just ran into the back of Fitz there, picked up a bit of damage as well. It looked like it just on the exit of the corner just before the straight. So
I thought it was Jake's. No, yeah, look, Jake's lost his right front end plate. Can't see any cosmetic damage on Lucy's car. I guess we'll see around this corner here. Can they go flat out?
It appears that
So it looks like he's okay. But I think Jake will definitely have to pit.
I think Fitz needs to pit as well because he's really struggling with the grip.
Oh yeah, but I think he'll be pit on for the softs when he'll want to put those softs on. Possibly now is about right because that's 9 laps to the end. But no, he's going for another lap. He definitely. I mean, he can go to those mediums, but he definitely shouldn't. As look at that, Fear Lucy's caught back up already. Look at those rear tyres. Look how much graining there is in there. Oh dear me.
That's not ideal.
Oh, bit of argy-bargy. Fitz getting his elbows out.
Yeah, Fitz really getting the elbows out. He's really making that car as wide as possible.
He's coming back for it as well. But no, Fear Lucy shuts that door. As we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. Who is it? Do you know what?
I'm Defender.
I saw the Mercedes dot, and I was like, "Oh God, is it Rain?" But no, it was Adam just going past the spinning car of Find Defender. Surprised to see Zeno not set a fault as that yet. So Owen, who currently has that. It fits very late into that corner there. As we're drawing back.
He needs to get off this way. He just does not have the grip. It must be like driving on.
He's got a pit. Is Rain pitted? No, Rain's done another lap. So actually, this is lap 19 now, isn't it? So
yes.
So this will likely be the lap he comes in. He might even do one more. Well, see how it pans out. I have to say, I'm quite impressed by the amount of penalties. There actually isn't that many. As we discussed earlier in qualifying, it's very easy to get a penalty here. So only 6 drivers out of the 13. What's half the field, isn't it? But anyway, there you go. Oh, in a 32.1. So those even tyres doing well at this time in the race. Interesting to see what kind of lap time Jake can do as well. As let's follow Rain then. Does he dive in?
Yeah, there he goes.
Here we go. It's on. The gap was down to 17.2 as well. So we'll have to see how much of a gap Kieran has when he comes out.
Here comes Kieran just past the pit entry now.
Yeah.
I think, can Rain come out in front here?
I'll tell you what, it's going to be close.
It's looking like it.
I think Kieran will just have it though. It's going to be a couple of seconds of gap.
Yeah, I think he's just about to have it. Yeah, just
I think the French pit lane is very deceiving. But we said about 6 or 7 seconds, didn't we? He would have to catch up. It looks like Pro Gamers had another spin somewhere because... Oh no, he hasn't. Sorry, the time's coming down now. He said about 30 seconds. But yeah, he's still there you go. Rain 5 seconds behind. Let's see how quick that comes down.
That is going to be demolished.
4 points, 4.8, 4.7, 4.6, 4.5. It's coming down a tenth every second.
Kieran is sweating bullets right now.
One sector, we're already down 8 tenths. Jesus. I'll tell you what, yeah. What did I say? 2 seconds a lap? You couldn't even be more than that.
I believe you said 2 seconds a lap,
yeah. Yeah, down to 3.9 already. This is certainly going to give us a tasty end to the race, I'll tell you that. And look at that, Vegeta's got back past Aurelian. So these two still not done with swapping positions.
And hard the back of Lucci as well.
Yeah, it's a shame we haven't had a safety car because it would be nice to see the field back together because that gap between Aurelian and the 6th place has been about 24 seconds all race. You wonder what kind of impact Owen could have had on the race.
Owen just manages to slip by Lucy after it wasn't looking very. Not a lot. Lucy was doing make this car as wide as possible. Lucy just slides back to the outside and lets Owen go by almost.
Yep. There's a gap at the front is down to 3 seconds.
Come on, Kieran, don't look back, just drive. Don't look in your rear mirrors, it's fine, just drive.
Keep doing your own thing. Well, look at that, I think Fair Lucy, he was having another look at Owen. He's not giving up here, is he? Look at that.
Getting a bit squirrely there on those 5-lap old hard tyres.
And Aurelian getting very close to the back of Vegeta there.
That gap now under 2 seconds at the front.
It is. He'll have DRS next lap. Lap 22 could be the lap we see the change hands. For now, we'll ride on board with Aurelian. He's that magic 3 tenths behind, so he should be able to overtake Vegeta. Look at that, he's still got 79% ERS as well. So he's definitely backing off. I think he's maybe biding his time. Wait maybe till lap 27 to actually get it done. So while those two are playing cat and mouse, we'll go on board with Rain. The gap, by the time he gets to the finish line, it will be under 5 seconds.
It's not looking great for
Here
Kieran.
Here you go, under a second. Jesus, look at that. And I imagine this will be where Rain sets the fastest lap as well. Look, he's already got DRS. Right, what kind of lap has he got then? Owen was a 132. Rain does a 130.8. Jesus. I think that's a solid 1.4 quicker than Owen's fastest lap. So I think it's candy from a baby time, I think.
I think it's going to see a quicker lap here as well with all the DRS and the slipstream that he's going to get off Kieran. So
yeah, if he doesn't get held up. And Kieran, I'll tell you what.
What happened there?
It looked like Kieran made a mistake, but I think Rain was like, no, it's fine, you go first.
I thought it almost looked like Kieran was like, oh, I can't fight you, you go ahead, but then he changed his mind almost. But
yeah, maybe it was the DRS detection zones, because I don't think it's.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah, but Kieran certainly kept Rain behind him for 1 lap at least. What about now? Will he ever go down the straight? Kieran is pretty much out.
He'll have the grip through the corner though. It's looking like it.
Ooh, it's going to be very tense going side by side.
It's a close one.
Oh, look at that. But Rain with a superior tyres, superior grip, and unfortunately Kieran, he did all he could, but unfortunately, as I said earlier, that was candy from a baby stuff.
It was a very clean move though. I think Kieran gave him just the amount of space.
Yeah. Very good racing from the both of them.
Rain showed us what he is in the league championship with a very clean move around the high-speed corner.
Yeah. Rain said before the start of the season that he was coming for the title. Of course, last year's title winner Arthur has missed two races already. So, yeah, the gods are certainly looking upon Rain as Aurelian has made his way past Vegeta again.
She is not out though.
We'll see how long this one lasts. As Fear Lucy, look at that, he's actually managed to stay close to the back of Owen, which I thought Owen might pull away a bit, but I think Lucy is using the power of DRS to stay within those 3 seconds. To stay within the second, I should say, sorry. Otherwise, there's not a lot of else going on tracking. Kieran, look at that. He was only 2
Trying
tenths
his
behind
best to
going into the
stay.
corner.
He's burning his ear,
it's-
as always said, always down into the single digits to try to chase Rain. He's not out of the fight. But in his mind, he's not out of the fight, but, you know, don't want to break the news to him, but...
He's done, to be fair, he's done very well. Considering how quick Rain caught him up, he's done very well to stay
he's done brilliant,
within that second. I think Kieran's just waiting for the Rain mistake, you know. But I think hopefully Rain may have got out all his mistakes in qualifying. He's had a very solid race so far, Rain. It'd be a shame to see
Brilliant's
him,
right in the back of Vegeta going through that high speed turn 11. He might be doing a Rain-esque move, but doesn't quite have the space.
Nope. But these two, once again, in separate ways. Fear Lucy does retake Owen. He decides now is the time to take back that 6th place, which I think he'll feel as rightly as after.
Though.
Yeah, he's had a race on battle with Jake, with the Red Bull, and now he's fighting Owen in the Red Bull. Can't seem to shake those Austrian cars. Other than that, Zeno has fallen back a little bit from this gap actually. His tyres are 7 laps old because he was about I think a second and a half behind, but he's fallen to 2 points. Oh no, and Lucy. Oh no, he's done his.
Was it Lucy? Oh
no!
And the wing as well.
Oh, a double whammy. I was about to say he's done his traditional Lucy spin. It kept it out for 23 laps, but a double whammy then.
I thought he was going to stay out there for a split second, try to bring the car home.
Yeah,
but
he looks like he overcooked his tyres and then went right into the wall. As once again, Aurelian and Vegeta decide to swap positions. Aurelian being very crafty with his ERS, I have to say. He's definitely
we've seen a very technical battle and very. It's a battle of wits here, almost between Vegeta and Aurelian. Very brilliant, like race-long battle.
And Kieran still within that second of Rain. So if Rain's tyres do suddenly fall off a cliff, which is unlikely because Rain, you know, pretty much.
Lucy just getting between Rain and Kieran.
So that might put Kieran off. Obviously the car ghosted. Obviously, I don't think Kieran would have known that straight away. Now he's got that car in the way.
I don't think Lucy wants to get out of the way either. I think Lucy still has a bit of fight left and only thinks he can catch Jake and Fritz, but...
Yeah, exactly. He's got those fresh softs on now, hasn't he? As Aurelian and Vegeta once again within a second of each other. Owen, of course, now in a race of his own. Now Lucy's gone. Anyone else? The battle seems to have cooled off a little bit towards the end of the race. And Phil, look at that. Phil Lucy's actually gone ahead of Rain as well. So
the gap dropping just below a second now, or just over a second, excuse me, between Aurelian and Vegeta. So I think Vegeta might have had a bit of a mishap, but that gap closed now because of DRS. But a larger gap than we've seen during the race between these two.
Yeah, somebody haven't actually seen much of this today. He's a pro game. He's a very quiet race, but I think he'll take a quiet race in 3rd place. He's obviously he was caught up he was second after the first lap shenanigans, wasn't he? And he's just kind of been in a race by himself after those kind of pit stops, hasn't he?
Yeah, he started P4, P3 now. It's just stayed out of trouble. He's had the battles where he's need to have them. I think he's going to come on with a nice, comfortable podium.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. I think the tyres just starting to feel it. Kieran is just outside that 1 second zone now. Can he get... I think the detection line is... What was that? Was that a Red Bull off the track again? Oh, like he's just about got DRS, I have to say, sorry. Was that Jake? Oh, Jake's gone for another spin. It was a Red Bull I saw off the side of the track. So, yeah. Shame for Jake. It looks like he's gone for another spin. But I tell you what, though, Rain... Well, I mean, I tell you what, both Rain and Kieran, they're usually quite susceptible to to a time penalty. So it'll be interesting to see if either driver can, if both drivers can keep it clean in those white lines before the end of the race. Because I'll tell you what, a 3-second penalty now either way is going to be pretty catastrophic. Because you can see Kieran, as we approach the end of lap 26, starting the last lap of the race, Kieran's still within that half a second. So the only thing Kieran hasn't done is he hasn't saved any ERS. So he needs to save a little bit.
Really trying every opportunity he gets. He's fighting back every inch of this track.
There you go, and Fearlusi takes that fastest lap, which means that's one less point for Rain as well, which could be crucial in the championship. So let's ride on board with Kieran. Can he do anything about Rain ahead of him? As we've seen before, he needs to be about 3 tenths behind going into the detection zone, but he's about 5 tenths now, so I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Oh, Rain wanting very right there, but
it's going to be, it's not, yeah, it's looking fairly bleak.
Rain going to cover the inside. Yeah,
he's going to dive the inside. He was looking for it for a second. He's clearly smarter than that, though.
Yeah, just running out of straight. And this is the last opportunity to overtake coming up about now. Laps, through turns 10 to 12, but looks like Rain has it covered for now. And fair play to Fearlusi, he's actually pulled away from these two. So fair play to Fearlusi, showing some decent speed. But as we approach the final corner of lap 27, it's been a bit of a quiet one, apart from that first lap, first corner incident. But here we are then. Rain comes round corner 15 for the final time as Kieran has a little sneak, doesn't he?
He's got the DRS, it's going to be a drag. Oh, he doesn't have to. Just about.
He doesn't.
And he did it.
Kieran does the. Kieran does classic. What. Future Gamer couldn't do. As great end to the race there. Just a 10th in it in the end. Pro Gamer then will come home in 3rd position. Decent, a quiet race with him, I should say. In case. So Aurelian does. I'll tell you what, Vegeta must have made a mistake because Aurelian's a bit more up the road. Shame he missed that, but Aurelian does take P4. A great result for him. Owen will be next across the line for P6 as he showboats. Yep, there you go. Then Zeno on his return. A decent P7 for Zeno on his return. A P8 for Trey. I think he'll be, actually P7 now, as he overtakes Zeno with the penalties. Adam across the line in P9. A decent race. 2 point scorings for Mercedes. Fitz will cross the line in P10. And Fearlusi will cross the line in P11 with the fastest lap. But of course, because he's out of the top 10, he won't get that extra point. And our Lord and Saviour Jake is already in the wall.
Vegeta's put in the Discord chat there that he picked up a bit of damage, so that was the drop off of Pete, so he saw.
Oh, that's a shame. But the game gives Rain a driver of the day. I don't think we can agree with that, to be fair.
It's hard to disagree, but Rain, don't get me wrong, Rain's a very talented driver, but he did get handed a lot of positions with the chaos at the start. But brilliant drive from Rain, but also a spectacular drive from Kieran. Even though he didn't have the tyres, he was fighting like a lion to the end. It was so close. He was centimeters from Rain to right up to the finish line. So brilliant drive from them today, and a brilliant drive from Vegeta and Aurelian too. Correct.
2 great drives from the top 2. And here we are then. That's classification. Take us away, Mr. Lyons.
So starting this race in P15, your winner today is Rain. Then P2, Kieran, after a very hard fought battle with your race winner, Rain. Pro Gamer having a quiet race, finishing in P3 after starting P4. Aurelian having a brilliant battle with Vegeta throughout, finishing in P4. Vegeta P5 after scrapping with Aurelian. Owen P6, Trey P7, Zeno P8, Adam P9, Fitz P10, Fear Lucy, or Lucy, I'm gonna keep messing up his name. P12 Jake. Lucy and Jake also having a spectacular battle throughout. Fine Defender P13, Poe P14, and Fusion Gamer P15, and me P16 in Spirit because I was technically in qualifying.
Excellent. Well then, I believe that is that, guys. It's been a bit of a long one tonight after a few
Technical difficulties.
Just a few technical difficulties, as is custom with Cody's games and servers. Thank you for bearing with us. If you are still listening or watching, you are your hero. Thank you very much. If you've enjoyed tonight, then please return tomorrow, as we will start off about 8:30-ish for Tier 2 as we head to Monza. If not, we are with Tier 3 on Thursday as we head to Portugal. A horrible track. I'm not looking forward to that.
No, I'm not racing Thursday. I'm busy. I'm washing my hair. I have to go walk my goldfish, so I won't be here to race on Thursday.
I need to get myself a goldfish. So before we before we sign off, Lions, any final words from yourself?
I think it's just everybody drove a perfect race today. Some very nice battles we